WIFO-FM in Jessup, WIFO-FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio, 105.5 FM. It is now time for the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by First Southern Bank, Van's Barbecue, Murphy Builder Supply, and O'Quinn & Associates.
Hi, I'm Mandy Yeomans.
And I'm Raymond Brown with First Southern Bank. As your locally owned community bank, we're here to help our community grow. Our customers are why we are here. You can tell we want your business.
We offer all types of deposit products, personal and business. We have fast, efficient service, and yes, we have online banking too. I'm sure we have an account to fit your needs. Stop by or call us at 912-588-1010 and see how First Southern Bank can help you.
We're FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
When it comes to barbecue, Van's Barbecue in Jessup is the place to be. A small family-owned business located at 1876 on the Savannah Highway. Van's Barbecue has lunch and dinner special. Stop by or call to make an order. The number to call, 427-3358. Van's Barbecue's new manager is Sarah Van. Van's Barbecue offers potato salad, coleslaw, baked beans, and don't forget their delicious mac and cheese. Also, check out their shrimp plates, the best in town. Yes, when it comes to the barbecue, head to Van's Barbecue, locally owned and operated. Stop by and tell them the Big Dog sent you. Once again, the number to order, 427-3358.
Since 1946, Murphy's Builder Supply has been serving the folks of Jessup, Wayne, and surrounding counties with quality products and knowledgeable service. Matter of fact, they feel they sell service first to make sure you get exactly what you need for your home improvement projects. And with each employee at Murphy's being there for 10 years or more, you know you're talking with someone with the experience to help you with building supplies, tools, paint, and all the things you need from a full-service hardware store. The best choice in home improvement is Murphy's Builder Supply, 156 Northeast Broad Street, Jessup.
Are you looking for an insurance company that you can call and talk to a live person? Are you looking for an insurance company where you can walk in and talk to an agent? Are you looking for an insurance company that offers multiple companies so they can try and get you the best rate? If you said yes to any of these, then you need to call or come by O'Quinn & Associates Insurance Financial Services. We offer multiple companies so we can find the best fit for you. Give us a call at 385-1000 or stop by our office at 212 South First Street right here in Jessup.
The following is an exclusive presentation of Jessup Broadcasting, the sports leader in Southeast Georgia.
World famous. The world famous Butch and Bob Show.
World-famous Butch and Bob Show right here on WIFO, 105.5 FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio. And, Bob, did you get enough rain and lightning on Friday night?
There's a lot of lightning. A lot of rain.
Yeah.
Late night.
Late night on that, and didn't know whether the game was going to get in or not, but didn't start back again. I think you said to around 11:30. Is that somewhere along that. There? Started back again around 11:30. Didn't get over until around 1:30, somewhere along there. Give or take a few minutes at night.
It was a late night.
And
tell me.
Yeah, and but Wayne County wins 34-12 over Bradwell Institute, and now they'll be on the road going over to Quitman, Georgia, to take on Brooks County. You said the defending single A champs.
Yeah, they beat Irwin last year in the state final. So very good football team. So it should be fun. But they're single A. So
yeah, they've got about half the population. They have around a little over 15,000. In Brooks County, where we have just over 30,000, so you can see why they're A. They're about half the population of Wayne County, but a very good football program they've had over there for many years.
Be a good test. Should be fun. Looking forward to it. Then that'll get us out of that 2-game road trip and then get ready for that big showdown on Friday, September 2nd against Upton County here at home.
Right here at home. Yeah. Yep. I don't know if we ever played Brooks. I don't remember playing Brooks County before because they've never been in our classification. I don't remember playing them as a pickup game any time. So I think it's the first time going over to Quitman, Georgia.
I don't remember playing them.
Okay.
But I'm looking forward to it. Should be a fun, like I said, good program over there. Good football team.
Mm-hmm. So. Just on the other side of Valdosta, near the Georgia-Florida line. And so just go through Valdosta and then boom. A little bit later on, you'll be hitting Quitman. It's usually the way if I go down to Panama City or to Destin, Florida, you go through Valdosta, you get to Quitman, you take a left there in Quitman, and you take that state highway all the way down to the interstate in Florida, and then hit 10, and then go right, boogie on. That's usually the way that I've gone to Panama City or Destin, Florida, to Sandestin, and like that. But that's where it at, Quitman, Georgia. on the other side of Valdosta will be this Friday night, Wayne County, Brooks County, and look forward to that challenging contest for our team, taking on the state champs of Single A. And
this game replaced the Pierce County game. Like I said, Pierce County couldn't work out the contract. Something got messed up. So
this was supposed to be the Pierce County game? What happened there?
Depends on who you talk to.
Usually the way it is.
Didn't have anything to do with Coach Shaw. By the time he got here, that decision's Pierce already booked somebody else. So.
How do you not have Wayne County, Pierce County play? I mean, geez, that's a big gate right there.
The word from Pierce is the contract was supposed to be signed by our former coach, and they didn't sign the contract in time.
So it didn't get signed, so they moved on just in case they had to fill something in.
They went in and filled somebody else.
Oh, okay. All right. So just delaying in the contract getting signed.
By the time Coach Shaw got here, Coach Shaw knew we didn't have a game that weekend, so he had to find somebody. So he found Brooks County. So.
Okay. Well, at least Brooks had an open date.
Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of stories going on. Each side has their story.
Okay. Each side has a story.
Pointing fingers.
Yeah. He said, she said.
Yeah, I don't know. All I know is we're not playing Pierce, we're playing Brooks. But like I said, this is the game that replaced the Pierce County game.
Yeah, it's like you can have 2 or 3 people will see an accident. You know, they can always stand on the corner, see an accident, and the police will get 2 or 3 different reports from everybody. You know, and so that's just the way it is. People, through their perceptions,
I'm not saying
their prisms, see things differently.
I'm not saying which side of the story is accurate. I'm just telling you there's sides.
There's more sides. Okay.
I just know Coach Shaw got here and found we didn't have a game and had to find a game and find the Brooks County
Well,
game.
we found a good quality for you.
Yeah. I mean, heck of an opponent.
Heck of an opponent.
Jump out,
state champs
from the single A. So should be a fun ball game.
Yep,
be a good test. But Wayne County looked good again Friday night. And I said it. I mean, scored on their first 3 possessions, pretty much dominated the game. Stats, pretty impressive.
If you're up 34-0, and then of course you end up winning 34-12. So way to go, Wayne County.
Yeah, close to 300 yards on the ground. Young quarterback did well, 7 of 10 for over 100 yards and a nice 40-yard touchdown pass for the first. I thought he had 2 touchdowns. Like I said, that first touchdown pass to Terry on Graves, I thought he was in, but they said he was down at the 1. So
the ref said his knee hit down at the 1. Huh?
So they spotted the 1. We won't even talk about the officiating in Bradwell because it wasn't very good. So.
And what happened to that game with
BC and Jenkins? Apparently, a fight. The story is just they basically had a panic riot. I mean, when the fight broke out in the stands, people in the stands ran onto the field. So it was just total chaos.
So what you said when the security there tried to stop the fight, they fled, and everybody else started panicking, running too, even though there was no reason to run.
That night, the story was somebody shot somebody, but that turned out to be not true. Police say no shots were fired. They stated it was just a fight, and people just panicked and ran. And when they ran, a lot of them ran onto the football field trying to seek cover because they didn't know what was going on. So,
okay.
But they had to come in and cancel the game in the second quarter, but BC was already up 45 zips.
Yeah, well, in this day and age, people are very edgy on stuff like that. They see a whole bunch of people running out on the field and running away, and and sometimes your mind can imagine things that it may have heard when you see something like that. So, people, because of all the different things that have been going on for the last few years, decided, I'm getting the heck out of Dodge.
I'm just glad nobody got shot. No shots.
No shots were fired. There was no gun, no fire, no shots, just panic, just a panic. Fight. You saw a whole bunch of people running. Well, I'm going to run too. Yeah. They're running. There's got to be a reason they're running. Yeah, they didn't want to get arrested is what it was.
I just know they had to cancel the game.
So they canceled the game after the panic riot, which shouldn't have happened. Just humans being humans.
I don't think they really knew what was going on.
Yeah, well, they did. You see a bunch of people run out on the field. And, people start saying stuff, People believe what they want to believe.
Chaotic night.
But that's just very sad to hear that happen. They couldn't finish the game. But, BC was up so much there in the first. I mean, I'll tell them what, they'd had to cancel the game anyway, the way the BC was up on Jenkins like that. Yeah, any scores come in from the weekend from high school that kind of surprised you at all?
I was surprised that Glenn beat Statesburg after seeing Glenn in our scrimmage, but that game went to overtime. But maybe Rocky was holding back, but who knows. But Glenn won a shootout 43-42.
Wow.
That's about the only score that's really stood out surprising. Everything else pretty much went as scheduled. Burke won a big game over Thompson, 24-21, so, and BC rolled. So those are two of our opponents. I don't think Southeast Bullock played. That's the other tough opponent in our region. So I said, being our South region shapes up. But I like where we stand right now. Like I said, offense looks awfully good with those running backs. Anytime you get 270 yards, close to 300 yards on the ground, you got to be pleased, especially on a muddy, rainy field. So
yeah. It's a stable back there, right? There's no one big star. It's a stable of running backs.
They got 4 guys running them. So y'all look pretty good.
Fresh.
Yeah, so looks good. Like I said, it was a good performance. Anytime you score the first three possessions, that's coming out of the gate pretty good.
So, really good.
Looking forward to the Brooks County game. Like I said, really looking forward to the Appleton County game. Again, Sheffield's got your Border War T-shirts available. So I saw those the other day. They look awfully good. So, I mean,
go to Sheffield's on Orange Street across from James E. Bacon to get them Border War T-shirts.
That stadium on September 2nd is going to be fun.
Rocking and rolling here.
Appleton's going to bring in packed house. We're going to have a packed house.
A lot of gold and white on one side and red and white on the other.
I'm really looking forward to that.
Or you want to say black and gold on one side.
Really looking forward to that game.
Black on
Friday, September 2nd. Be there. That's going to be the place to be.
Yep.
Apparently the band wasn't going to perform Friday night. I thought they were, but they had it was Military Appreciation Night in Hinesville, so they already had a plan where the military band was going to perform it.
Okay.
They didn't have all the rain and lightning, but our band was on hand, so but still looking forward to seeing the band perform.
All right. I wonder if they'll make it all the way over to Brooks or wait to the first home game.
I'm sure they're going to Brooks.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm sure the band
It's Friday night.
Yep.
Okay.
What kind of stuff? Imagine they got a nice stadium and being state champions. I would think they've got.
They've had a good
nice
football
facility.
program over there for many years over there. They're always it seems like they're always in the hunt over there.
Quitman, Georgia.
Yeah, Quitman, Georgia. I was looking them up a little bit this morning to find out a little bit about them. From the 2010 census to the 2020 census, they lost about 700 people over there. I know that the southwest part of Georgia, many of those counties have lost population over there. They're about the same, but went down about 700, but still have a very good single-A program over there when it comes to football and have for many years. So it'll be interesting to see how our team stacks up against the state champs.
Looking forward to it.
Okay.
I think we'll play well.
Well, did you get your nephew down to college?
I did. I'm wore out. It's a long trip.
I bet you are. So you had to fly out Saturday morning, is that right?
Yeah, flew out early Saturday morning. I said my sister's husband's going through some tough treatment, and they're at the hospital, and she has to be with him 24/7. So she wanted somebody to drive him or help drive him down from Virginia to Gainesville. So I flew up Saturday morning, spent the day with him and my niece. Celebrated my niece's birthday. She turned 23 that weekend, so I was able to do that. And then we got up early Sunday morning at 5 a.m. and rode back to Florida.
So what did you do when you got down to Florida? I mean, how did you get up?
He dropped me off at the airport, and he went from Jacksonville to Gainesville. I went from Jacksonville to Jessup. So
he dropped you off at the airport in Jacksonville?
Yeah, that's where my car was.
Oh, that's where your car was. That's right, because that's where you flew up from.
Right.
So he just dropped you off there, and he made the last little leg by himself.
Yeah, right.
Well, good.
Yeah, but he got there safe and sound. He's moved in, so he's excited about his sophomore season at the University of Florida. So should be fun. But like I said, I was able to help my sister out, and she didn't want him driving that 12-hour ride by himself, so kind of broke it up. So he had his car packed to the max. I've never seen so much stuff.
You remember those days going to college? You live in a room there, and you had to put everything in your car.
I had the big Foot Locker. That's what I had. I just did a Foot Locker.
Yeah. I remember those days.
But he had that car. I mean, I don't know if you got anything else in that car.
I remember those days going and having. Was he in an apartment or a
He's in
dorm?
an apartment.
Either apartment or dorm. You put everything in that car, and you got to pack to the rafters.
Him and 3 other guys share an apartment, so he's excited. So
okay.
I told him can't wait for the Georgia-Florida game. I just talked trash all the way for 12 hours.
You talk trash all the way. Oh, Bob.
How we're going to whip up on the Gators. How the Gators aren't any good.
Not even ranked in the top 25.
That's what I say. Not even ranked in the top 25.
Oh, Bob, you got to live the glory while you can, right? Every seems like these teams, we all go through glory days, and then things change. And,
The dogs are rolling. We're ready to roll.
Somebody's
out of the way. Can't wait till that weekend, September 3rd. It's going to be a fun weekend. Georgia and Oregon and Ohio State, Notre Dame. Florida plays Utah. So there's a lot of good games that weekend.
Labor Day weekend, kicking things off big time. There'll be a few games before that, but that Saturday weekend is going to be really big when kicking off the college season. Somebody texted in and says, when we hired J-Bo, Pierce dropped us. This is another person's opinion. When we hired J-Bo, Pierce dropped us. That's somebody else's opinion. See, Bob, we could probably get all kinds of opinions, more than just two, on why it happened. Oh, boy.
I hate that we're not playing. Like I said, the thing about the Pierces, it's just like that happens. It's a gate.
I know it's a gate. It's your border folks
game,
there,
right?
You got a lot of intermingling between the two counties,
Hopefully we can get that game back. So it's always a fun time when Pierce.
Yeah, you'd have a lot more excitement between Wayne and Pierce than you would Wayne and Brooks. But like you said, we got a quality opponent, so we'll see what happens.
It'll be a good test. And I said it should be a fun game. We'll be the underdogs in that game, but I still think Wayne County's got a good chance to win that ball game. I'm sure J-Bo thinks he's going to win. So
I'm sure he does. You don't go into a game thinking you're not going to win.
We'll have his comments, like I said, in the coach's show. Hope everybody got to listen to the coach's show Friday night. Very informative show. So
that was a good show. Very good show.
A lot of good comments from the coach. So
good insights by the coach.
So we'll have that again this Friday night, and then pregame. Joe will be back. So Joe
he got his.
He got Brad moved into Belmont. Yeah. So
okay. College weekend.
That time of year, got to move them in.
It's still difficult. I know when you went to Georgia, when I went to Georgia, it was in the quarter system, and we usually didn't start until like the third week in September on the quarter system. You still had another month to go at this time before you even started back to college. When I moved to South Carolina from Georgia in 1980, when we got there, I heard that we aired Clemson on our radio station up there, and it said, students are already back. And I said, what do you mean they're back? It's the second or third week in August. What do you mean they're back? School don't start until, remember the Rod Stewart song, it's late September and I must be getting back to school, Maggie May? That's what it was back then, Sometimes you had 2 home games at Georgia before the students even showed up. But when they changed, but that was the quarter system, but the semester system, which Clemson was already on in 1980. Georgia didn't start until sometime in the 80s, I guess. You start now. You start mid August is when colleges start now on the semester system instead of the quarter system, which didn't start until like the third week in September. Right. And but it's just like everything's moved up. I mean, you used to be where our first high school football game was the Friday night of Labor Day weekend. I mean, everything kind of kicked off. The high school kicked off. The college kicked off that weekend. And now we're going to have 2 games before we even get to Labor Day weekend, 3 games, right? Boom. I mean, 2 games before then and then Labor Day weekend. So it just everything's been moved up because of the semester system. Colleges made high schools move up because of people graduating and then going into college for the summer and things of that sort. So everything just kind of moved up. They have spread the school system days out over the year. That 180 days you go to class, it's just spread out a little more days off during that time period. Which I guess is not too bad. Keeping the kids in school for a few more weeks than used to be. Just spread out over the year. What else is going on, Bob? That seemed like a good report from the county commission's work session last week.
It was an interesting work session, a lot of information presented. I said, nice to see the GO bonds for the hospital is going to be paid off, but they talked about what a great investment that was years ago, $50 million. But, like I said, it's an economic engine for this county, great asset for the county to have a local hospital. So they talked about getting those bonds paid off this year, which will good. The tax digest is up, so it should be seeing the rollbacks by both the school board and the county on their millage rates. So that'll take place in the next couple of days. The school board's got the call meeting the 26th to set their millage rate, but they've got a regular meeting tomorrow at 6 o'clock. But the call meeting is going to be August 26th at 10 a.m. for the approval of the millage. It's that time of year, approve the millage rate, so the tax commissioner get it up to Atlanta and get it all situated. But Turn the tax digest way up. I said they mentioned $28 million in property growth here in Wayne County in 1 year. So that's pretty good.
Wow, that's pretty good. I'm just a lot of business being done here in Wayne County.
IDA Director Dale Keith was there. We'll hear his comments later this week. But he talked about how they talked about that big plant that's being built in Savannah.
Right.
He said Wayne County should benefit because there's a lot of companies that provide parts for those cars, and they're looking for you'll see companies like that
pop up around. You get a big industry coming out of same thing with Rainier around here. You got a lot of small companies that service them. You'll have the same thing with this car company. That's a manufacturing plant.
He talked about the expansion of the couple of EAM expanded. The other, what's that pet plant out there? They expanded, so a lot of expansion. Healthy Pet, that's it.
Healthy Pet, yeah.
Right, so, but we'll hear his comments. He was on hand for the part of the work session.
Okay.
He was talking about what the IDA's looking forward to. They're talking about how they can't wait to get this new park built here.
Yeah.
They think that's really going to be a boost to the Wayne County. They think once they get that finished,
the industrial park with the new with the new entrance here just past the radio station on the left-hand side here on 84, so it makes it easy to get in out on a 4-lane road instead of just Sunset, which is a 2-lane.
They're excited to get that project completed because they think that's really going to help attract industry here to Wayne County. So it was a very informative work session. I said it was good to see the newly elected commissioners be able to attend as well.
Right.
I said Tim Hopkins was there, Mike Warner was there, Jamie Hickox was there for both days. So just a lot of information presented.
Okay. And Raymond just texted in and said the Georgia Southern University was in the quarter system through 95. So that was a pretty good long time to still be on the quarter system. Right. Okay. But, it's going to be great with the park, as hopefully we can get some more industry in there. But when you do have a big plant like that come in, like this car manufacturing plant that's coming in the Savannah area, there's going to be pop-up companies that'll serve it.
Right.
And hopefully some of them will pick Wayne County.
Right. That's what Dale said. That's what you'll see. You'll see people that provide different parts for that company. They're looking at this area to, locate 100 jobs, something like that. So I said it was just a very informative meeting, a lot of information presented, so I'm glad I was able to attend most of it. I said I got most of it on Thursday and most of it on Friday. They started a little bit early Friday, but I got there after the Butch and Bob Show. So.
Okay. All right. Well, Bob, anything else in your mind this morning?
I'm glad to see the girls softball team, 3 big wins over the weekend. They're 7-1. The game tomorrow's been pushed out, I think, because Coffee's travel it's at 5:30 tomorrow, not 6. So we'll have that game tomorrow afternoon here on Big Dog Country FM 105.5.
All right, Bob. Have a good day.
Okay.
All right, the world-famous Butch and Bob Show brought to you by First Southern Bank, Vans Barbecue, Murphy Builder Supply, and O'Quinn & Associates.